When I first started, I chose to keep my services broad, which basically meant if I didn't offer something in particular, I'd try to figure it out. Now, longer term, this route will not work, but it does bring in the money. After hearing you need to niche, the money is in the niches, and niching makes you more appealing to your audience, I felt the pressure to niche. So I pursued this ambition to niche and spent considerable mental energy trying to figure out what industry to focus on. To begin with, I saw a strong case study by another company focusing on the hospitality industry, and I decided to jump on that train. It didn't work. Finding a niche felt like it took over my life for most part of the first year in business. And there's one thing about niching that I never considered that really just solved my niching problems. Keep watching to find out. First, subscribe to my channel to learn how to build a bigger business online. Hey everyone, I'm Neil Sheth, helping businesses become an authority online. Advice I've come across when it comes to niching. First of all, learn a particular industry inside and out and see what unique challenges they have that you can uniquely solve with your product or service. Or create content around a particular sector only so those people resonate with what you're saying. Honing down on your niche makes you more appealing and in turn allows you to charge more. That's just some of the advice I got around niching. Now, when it comes to what I actually did in the first 12 months, as I mentioned, I wasted a ton of time and mental energy on the topic of niching. In the early days, I decided to niche to the hospitality industry, and I started off by creating this mega data research piece which actually got featured by Instagram themselves. However, with all things considered, considering the amount of time and money that went into creating that piece, it never really took off. The only thing that did work when it came to niching was attending a niche specific marketing event. I attended one hospitality whiskey tasting event, and after one meeting, I had a new client. The client was worth around £15,000 to £18,000 to me over the course of a year or so it worked out pretty nicely. Not bad considering one event that cost me less than £50, a coffee and a few emails. After testing conversations, speaking to other industry experts, and most importantly taking into account my client base, I began to settle on the fact that my niche was actually not a particular industry. It was in fact the problem that I was solving. The clear sign was the fact that all of my customers were sitting in totally random industries, but needed a similar solution. So I paid attention to what our customers valued and what I felt we were good at, and that essentially became my niche. So what would I do differently? Looking back, I think I would have continued to stay broad and pretty much accepted money as long as I believed I could have done the work. Unless you're quitting with a stash of cash in your bank, niching too early may not be a wise decision. Also, I now realize that niching doesn't necessarily mean focusing on a specific industry. Like I said, I've chosen to work across multiple industries and focus on a particular problem as opposed to a particular industry. I hope this video helps you to think about your niche and find the answer that feels right for you. Subscribe to my channel below and to keep receiving personal, tried and tested tips to growing your business online.